Hello, everybody. This is painting three, the 3 to 4 panel oil painting. This is one that I feel like a number of students always look forward to because you always see examples of this like on online with on Pinterest or whatever, and it's just a very cool concept of taking multiple panels that normally, in terms of like the subject itself, the painting itself could be on one panel, but then they break it up into 3 or 4 different sections. Um, so there's a number of ways you can kind of go about doing this, but just looking at the size, we are using about a 12 by 18, board on here. I don't really want to go much bigger than that unless you were going to narrow it as well. For example, you might go down to like a 10 by 20 or like an 8 by 24, or something like that, and then try to come up with series of those. Also, it says 3 to 4, and I've had people in the past do more than that. So it's kind of up to you in terms of what direction you want to take it. In terms of actually doing it, you can watch the I want you to watch that speed painting demonstration down below. It says learn how to paint an abstract painting with acrylics. So his are very are together initially. Like they're all made separately, but then they are kept real close together. So then when he paints, he can go in and with one brush stroke cover 2 canvases in one shot. And that's typically, from what I feel like, how it's normally done. Now on the examples here, you can see that this is right here with the birds. That's pretty traditional. We could even cut you a board, if you wanted to do it on board, and do a large painting on that, and then cut it in sections if you wanted to. Even like the one that's right here. Say, for instance, this is 10 inches. That's not 10, but maybe that's like an 8 inches by 24. You might say that 24 is from here to here. This might be another 2 or 3 more inches. So let's say that's 27. So we can take a board that's 27 inches tall, and maybe it's 34 inches wide. We could mark out where you're going to be cutting it, and then you could do your painting on there the best that you can. And then when you're done with it, we could slice it up, and then you could use the spacing elements, that you have with these pieces in terms of being able to do that, because it just gives it a really kind of a cool look on there. As far as I know, I don't think anybody's ever really gone in and painted this panel and then slid it over, and then painted this panel and then this panel. It's done as a group. Whether you make them all individually and then keep them together, or you use one large piece of wood, mark out, where you're going to want your pieces at, and then paint it from there. So it is cool. Obviously, you just it all up right away, come up with your idea. Remember, at this level, if you're pursuing that career in art or design, work with your own creativity in terms of how you could come up with an idea for the project. And if you really can't think of anything, or you're just enjoying the class, just because you enjoy painting and you're not going to make a career out of it, then you can just kind of find something online and copy it. But again, try to work on that originality aspect if you can. Okay. In terms of grading, great craftsmanship, great blending, mixing colors. Obviously, if you're a painting 3 student, you already kind of know the routine. So otherwise, again, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, and good luck on the project.